자, 여러분 안녕하세요. 엄군입니다. MLB 더 쇼 19 토론토 류현진 대 템파베이 최지만 경기 한번 플레이 해보도록 하겠습니다. 제가 원래 오늘 다저스전 한 편만 먼저 좀 하고 마칠라 그랬는데 다저스전에서 너무 져가지고 그래서 한 번 더 플레이하고 마치도록 하겠습니다. 자, 지난번에 최지만 나오는 경기 했었을 때, 템파베이 선발을 그때 찰리 모튼으로 했었는데, 이번에는 이번에 템파베이와 5년 연장 계약을 체결한 블레이크 스넬과의 경기로 한번 플레이하겠습니다. 마침 능력치상으로도 류현진과 거의 동률이기 때문에, 템파베이는 블레이크 스넬, 그리고 토론토는 당연히 류현진으로 해서. 자, 지금 타순으로 보면 최지만이 좌투수에 좀 약하기 때문에 좌완 플레이 할 때는 좀 빠져 있습니다. 지금 타순을 보시면, 자, 잠깐 바꿔서 보면 우완할 때 타순으로는 최지만 6번으로 배치가 되어 있어요. 근데 다시 좌완 투수로 하면 빠져 있습니다. 그래서 일단 최지만을 올려주고요. 그 다음에 최지만이 보통 근데 사실대로 하면 좌안에 좀 너무 약하기 때문에 많이 빠져 있긴 한데, 일단 최지만을 얀 디아즈도 있고, 얘는 우한일 때랑 여기까지는 고정인 것 같고 헌터까지. 그 다음에 여기서부터 이제 브랜든이 가냐 아니면 케빈 얘가 가냐인데, 실질적으로 지금 얘보다는 66, 59, 75, 77 자완에 대한 컨택 능력은 얘가 더 좋긴 하지만, 그래서 얘를 여기다 배치한 것 같네요. 5번에. 그 다음에 얀 디아즈랑 비교했을 때 최지만이 파워는 좋으나 좌타자에 대한 컨택이 떨어지기 때문에 최지만을 8번으로 배치하겠습니다. 왜냐면 좌완에 대해서 능력치가 너무 떨어지니까. 실질적으로는 사실 좌투수 선발 땐 최지만이 출전을 안 하는데, 그냥 뭐 경기의 재미를 위해서 넣기 때문에 뒷타석으로 배치할게요. 자, 이렇게 해서 경기 아니다, 그래도 한국 사람인데 원래대로 6번 아니지, 얀디아즈 이렇게 배치하도록 하겠습니다. 6번에 최지만을 원래대로 넣고 경기 가보겠습니다. 왜냐면 코리안 리거끼리와의 승부를 보는 거기 때문에.
Downtown Toronto and the Rogers Center, the home of this edition of Baseball on the Show. Today, a matchup of AL East rivals between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Toronto Blue Jays. Could be a low-scoring affair with these two on the mound. First pitch is next. Hyunjin Ryu gets the starting assignment in this one for the Jays. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, he reminds me, he's the closest thing that I've seen to David Wells. You watch him throw, he's 89 to 93 miles an hour, kind of a big, loopy, overhand curveball. Does have the hard
이번
slider and
경기는
changeup.
무조건
A good athlete for a big
이겨야죠.
guy. You'll know if he's on early. He has to get his
실질적으로
breaking pitches
이제
over to make his fastball effective.
류현진이
Joey Wendell is in to
토론토로
start things
가면서
off here
경기를
as he
하면
looks at a called strike. It's
템파베이와는
nothing in
자주
one.
마주치게 됩니다. 근데 이제
Lifted down the line in left.
최지만이 아무래도 이제 좌투수에 너무 취약하니까 그때 선발 라인에 합류할지 안 할지 모르겠지만 류현진과의 대결이 성사될 수도 있어요.
And another foul ball. Fly ball to straightaway left. Gurriel is there. One down. And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass the baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
Striding into the box, Willie Adames. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0.
스트라이크 라인 또 안 주네.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And he will not make the play. It's off his glove, but that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
The right fielder.
So a runner at third here with one gone, and Austin Meadows will be the next to bat. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone.
Hey, I love the location right there. Maybe that extra base hit was a big wake-up call to get it going.
A ball and a strike now. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. Grounded weakly to the left. Guerrero charging this one, and indeed he'll take only the
공으로 던질까 하다가
as the run comes in to score. Next for the Rays, Hunter Renfroe. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. No balls and a strike to count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So 1 run here on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. Blake Snell gets the ball for the Rays in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
They're going to have to start calling this guy Blake Nasty. This guy is one of the top pitchers in all of baseball. In my opinion, the best stuff from the left side in the game right now. Upper to mid-90s fastball, 95 to 98. Good curveball, good changeup, good slider. He throws any pitch at any time for strikes. He's taken that next step. We're talking about a legitimate Cy Young contender year after year. Blake Snell, as good as anybody in the game right now.
With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I'm excited to see if that man in the 6th spot can keep it going. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. News flash to the offense. They
안타.
better get it going.
And he will make the play.
빗맞았죠.
2 away now.
Batting third.
Now to the plate,
third
Vladimir
baseman.
Guerrero. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Breaking
Oh,
ball that's cut on
뭐야?
and missed for the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Choi will put this one away, and the side is
최지만이
retired.
잡아내네.
1-2. Standing in Kevin Kiermaier, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. A windup and the 0-2 pitch.
체인지업 하나 가자.
Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch to 0-2. Good changeup with some depth.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Standing in, Ji-Man Choi.
아, 드디어 최지만과의 첫
First pitch
승부.
of the at-bat on its way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. It's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
포수가 볼 배합이 저쪽으로 체인지업을 왜 던지라 그랬지?
There's a
Wow.
swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. One out, nobody on. The 2-2 one more time.
빨리 끝내자.
Lifted
Oh.
the other way to left center. Gurriel will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Batting seventh. The third
And that will
baseman,
bring in
number 2,
Yandy Diaz.
Yandy.
He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
One and two now. The 1-2 pitch. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Misses, ball 2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he
오,
comes with
방망이
next.
부드럽고.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the
아,
air.
근데 이번
And he'll
경기도
avoid the
투수가 좀 많이
fragments
나오네.
out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Rays go in order. Here's Randall Grichuk. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past. First pitch coming. Here it is. And they start him with one high and away for ball 1. Grichuk, a 27-year-old. He was selected in the first round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
So the bases are empty with one man
공이
gone.
워낙
And that
빠르니까.
brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss.
하하,
Swing and a miss, and he's
미치겠네.
behind in the count 0-2. Popped him up. Choi over to his left. He's got it, and there are two down now.
Batting fifth.
Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a liner.
나이스.
A leap,
몸쪽,
but he can't
몸쪽에
bring it
약한데.
down. Base hit.
You know, D-Row, it's not always easy to hit in the day games. First five hitters, 5 up, 5 down. 6-hole hitter, though. He must have gotten a good night's sleep last
That's
night.
exactly where I was going, Dan. First 5 guys in the order looked like they were still asleep rolling out of bed.
빠른
Those day
공이라.
games will creep up on you. 6-hole guy was locked and
어.
loaded.
Now he lifts a high pop-up.
지마,
Drifting into
놓쳐라.
foul territory on the right side. Into the stands. He got it. Blue Jays held in check. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score.
아, 최지만 수비 좋네요.
At the plate, Brendan Lowe, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Second baseman. Number 8.
Squared that one up just a little late.
아, 이 공을 공략이 안 되네.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Gurriel moves over. One away.
Batting 9.
Into the box,
The catcher.
Mike Zunino.
Mike.
First pitch on its way. And he gets ahead 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out.
걸렸네.
A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Another 1-2 delivery. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And he fouls this one off.
체인지업 하나 가자. 아, 이게 또 저걸 커트 해내네.
The 2-2 one more time. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went
내가
around for
계속
strike one.
바깥쪽으로만
2
던지니까
out, nobody on.
얘네가 살짝 눈치챈 것 같아. 노리고 들어온 것 같아.
And it's fouled away.
몸쪽으로 푸심 하나 갑시다.
Still no balls and 2
유용했는데?
strikes.
체인지업.
Ready with another 0-2. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're
커브는
in
사실
protect
자신이
mode
없는데.
on an 0-2 count.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
He stays alive, still 2-2. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. Down in. Brandon Drury will
아
bat
근데
next.
투수 차이가 너무 많이 나.
The designated hitter.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And even 1-1 count to Brandon Drury.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
Ball 3.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
오
Swing just a
다행이다.
little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch.
또 당할 뻔했어.
And here's a
Ah,
slider, strike
슬라이더네.
3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Up next is Danny Jansen. He has no prior history
바깥쪽으로
against this
진짜
pitcher.
잘 던지네.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
아
He couldn't catch
가운데였는데.
up with the gas that time. 1 out, nobody on. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Grounded up the first baseline.
야 뭐야 최지만 이렇게
And he'll step on first
수비가
and shout for
좋아.
the out. Into the box now, Bo Bichette. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball 1. Bichette, a native Floridian. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 2-0 count. The pitch finds the zone. Strike 1.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Hit the other way out toward right
아유,
field. And he will
저게
get
또
there
아웃돼?
as he had to cover a start of the 4th upcoming. But first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored
off
1
for Tampa
run,
Bay.
but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Here comes Ryu 0-2. Now a
나이스.
change locks him up as he looks
타이밍
at
놓쳤죠?
strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Line hard toward right center.
아우
And
진짜
it falls as he
왜
can't
이렇게
make the play.
쟤
The
중경수
throw
이렇게
into second,
캐치력이
and
떨어지냐.
he is in there. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Hunter Renfroe. He'll look to bounce back after striking
나이스.
out his last time up.
아 근데
High
3루까지
in the air
가겠는데?
down the right field line. Richard is out near the wall
안
as he
가네?
pulls it in for the second out. So runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and that means Kevin
나이스.
Kiermaier will hit next. Gurriel is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Leading off the inning, Biggio, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
아 어떻게 류현진으로
Ready to deliver.
꾸역꾸역
Here's the
잘
first
막고 있긴
pitch.
한데
First pitch fastball
타격이
swung
안
on and
되니까
missed 0-1.
큰일이네.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count up.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. At the plate, Vladimir Guerrero.
Vladimir.
First delivery to him on the way. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's
다시
ball one.
좀 몇 구 봐감 시작.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
97마일까지
Well,
던지니까
that'll wake everyone up.
직구는 거의
Anytime
진짜
you bust
가운데로
the
오는 거
count like
아니면
that,
잘못 쳤다간 뜬
there's
공만 나와.
reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Hit hard to the right side. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the
아
trigger, and there
진짜
are 2
꼼짝을
away.
못하겠네.
Digging in, Rendell Gritcher. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Lays off 1-0.
아이고.
오,
좋아, 좋아, 좋아.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all
수비
he could
실제.
do right there.
You know, give
완전
us a spot.
볼이었구나.
That's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that
수비
ball down
시프트가
was a pretty good job, but
바뀌어져
any way you
있었기에
look at it,
다행이지.
that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Number 13 is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Swing and a liner. Foul.
아
Richard, the
볼이었네.
runner at first with 2 gone. Hit sharply on the ground. Fielded cleanly. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2.
커터.
The 0-2 once more. Hit hard to short. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
최지만이 좀만 더 발이 빨라서 세임 나왔을
Tampa
거야.
Bay, Yandy Diaz. He popped out in his first trip. Popped
나이스.
him up. Bichette shading to his right. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Now at the plate, Brandon Lowe. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball
스트라이크 안
1.
잡아주네.
Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In there, 1-2 now. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Up with it, Jansen, and that ends the inning. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
최대한 치지
Thank you,
말자.
Heidi. Tellez, an imposing left-handed figure at 6'4" tall. He was taken in the 30th round back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
슬라이더 공 좋네. 어우, 방금 직구.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Pretty sure there wasn't any ill will
직구,
behind that
커브,
pitch,
체인지업,
considering he has
슬라이더.
2 strikes on him. Just got away from him from what I could tell.
And they're working the outer half here, but that
아,
one's
이거
wide for
뭐
ball
올래나?
3.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a
나이스.
little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball.
아,
back to himself.
변화구였나 보네.
Can't allow this guy to lead off wall.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back.
아, 커브였구나. 다행이다. 가운데에서 놀았기 때문에 중전 안타가 나왔네.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball just misses. That's ball
절대
1.
이제 함부로 공 나가면 안 돼. 병살 맞으면 안 되기 때문에. 아,
High in the air out towards shallow right. Meadows is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning. So one gone in the inning here with the runner at
슬라이더
first.
위험인데.
And into bat next it'll be Brandon Drury. Has a look, now the pitch.
아,
There's a
직구.
strike at the knees. 0-1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first
이번에는
pitches
계속
have been
이쪽으로
for
승부하려나?
strikes.
Count now a ball and a strike. Takes this the
나이스.
other way to right. In there, a base hit.
아, 근데 또
And that runner will go no
좌타자잖아.
further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey guys, right there. You look for weaknesses.
아니네.
Can a guy come in? Can he command in? Obviously not the case in this situation. He went to the
디셰트가
well outside half 3 times,
좌타자인가?
and eventually the batter made a nice adjustment.
Danny Jansen is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball
여기서
down the
어떻게든
way
점수 내야
or flip
되는데.
something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations.
아,
The hitter is on high
가운데였는데.
alert.
Kiermaier's got a read on it. 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
아니, 저게 왜 뜬금으로
The Blue
나왔지?
Jays lineup stepping in Bo Bichette as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the
아,
outfield. Renfroe is there. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in.
진짜 대기 안 된다.
Now at the plate, Mike Zunino. He'll lead things off for Tampa here in the 6th.
Mike Zunino.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
나이스.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
I got to say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well.
아,
And it's
저것도
a
안
big
잡아주네.
reason why he's had success.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
조심. 아, 저 코트하네.
Fouled away.
체인지업.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Drilled on the ground is short. Throw in time as he's
오,
called out on a
이렇게
bang-bang
천천히
play
던지네.
at first.
The batter, number 1.
Digging in now, Willie Adames. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1, 2, 3 inning? They continue to stack up 17. Ready for another chance? Biggio. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Second baseman.
First delivery to him on the way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
조심.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Those are just 2 great takes right there. Those are pretty good pitches. Sliders down the way, both of them. Just off the plate. Couldn't get the batter to fish.
3-1.
Time for him to attack on the mound.
아,
He knows
참아야
his team's
되는데
struggling
방망이가
offensively.
나가면 안
Don't
되는데.
mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat.
오, 저 볼 잡아.
Misses, so the leadoff man will head
좋아,
down
좋아,
first
좋아.
on ball 4 to start the bottom of the
뒤에
6th.
살려야 된다.
Stepping in for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's
한가운데인
got to
줄
bear
알고.
down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot. Has to put the ball in play.
Behind 0-2 now.
오, 다행이다. 완전 못 따라잡았네. 공 속도를 방망이가.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And a
Nice.
leaping effort, but it's off
그렇지.
his glove. To second
아,
for
저렇게
one.
느려.
On to first, but
아,
not in
아웃되는 줄
time
알고
as
안
he's in
떴네.
there ahead of the throw. And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Rendell Gritchen. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
아,
Choi in foul ground. And he brings it in on the warning track.
뭐야, 왜 뛰는 거야?
And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And they will apply the tag between first and second. It's a double play, and just like that, the
타자가
side
완전
is
삽질하고
retired.
있네요.
Digging in once again, Austin Meadows. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. He pulls
뭐.
this one high
홈런이야?
and deep to right center field. Gone to lead off the inning.
Well, he
와,
had success
미치겠네.
earlier in the day, driving in their only run, and that success continues
아니,
when he takes this
총적이었는데.
pitch to his liking and makes sure some lucky kid gets a souvenir. He's been huge for them in this one.
The windup and the 0-1.
류현진 이제 툭 맞는다.
Line drive base hit.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone. Think you're going to get a ground ball,
불펜을
swing and a miss.
돌릴
and you
때가
find yourself
왔는데.
with a man on first. Got to regroup.
Stepping in now, Kevin
나이스.
Kiermaier. There's one. Return throw is in time.
어우,
What do
다행이다.
you know, they do get the double play.
Now batting.
최지만.
So base is empty now after the double play. And here
최지만
comes
오늘
the first
1루수
baseman,
파울볼을
Ji-Man
너무 잘
Choi.
잡아내네.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
몸쪽
Here
투심.
comes Ryu 0-2. Swung
Oh.
on, and this ball is absolutely
야, 최지만한테 홈런 맞았어?
forget about it. And that one is gone.
Well, that's the second home run of the
아,
inning, and their lead
제구가
grows bigger. It's like a
가운데로
runaway train on a
들어갔네.
downhill slope right now. And the
저럼
other guys are
최지만이
trying to throw
넘겨버리지.
twigs in the spokes to stop it.
In there at the knees, strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Hit in the air down the right field line. And no one will track it down.
제구가
Into the
슬슬
windup. Here comes the
가운데로 가고 있어.
0-2 pitch. Ripped down the first base line. Tellez takes it in. And he'll step
아,
on the bag
오늘은
himself and the
이 더쇼 컨텐츠 할 때 승리를 못하는 날인갑다.
stepping
아,
in and
너무 안
ready for
되네.
another shot. Number 13. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're
97마일이야.
moving late into this one. A
건드릴 수가
perfect
없어.
time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
This is flared right back over the mound. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. Digging in and looking for more, Rowdy Tellez. Last time through was a base hit.
아니, 아직 포기하면 안
He's
되니까.
ready. Here's the first offering. Off the plate and low here, ball 1.
나이스.
Lined into right, a base hit.
얘 그래도 4만타다.
They talk about having a day. How about 3 at-bats, 3 knocks? Not a bad day, D-Row.
We used to say in the big leagues on the bench, anybody can get 2. Can you get 3? And if you get 3, who's on the hook for 4?
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez.
아,
No balls and 1
다행이다.
strike. No hits to this point.
빠른 공은 건드리지 못하겠어, 아예.
The 0-1 on its way. A swing
그렇지.
and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center.
아, 제 주력이 느려가지고
And they'll have runners at
손까지
second
못
and
들어와.
third following the 1-out double.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling
아, 여기서 무조건
offensively, and they
점수 내야
find
되는데,
themselves
진짜.
with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
First delivery to him on the way.
나이스.
Hit on the line, and that'll get down into left center
그렇지.
field.
아, 씨, 여기서 하나 해주면.
And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 3-2 contest.
Number 9.
He wasn't
빠른
letting
공
that
온 거
one go.
그냥
Jumped
쳤는데.
on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Now the
맞구나?
Rays manager's going to take
좀
that
바꿔라.
slow
아.
walk out toward the mound,
Now pitching.
and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon.
선발보다는 안 어렵겠지, 얘가.
So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
쿼터, 싱커, 포심 3개, 슬라이더, 4구.
There's a fastball well off the plate
100
for a
마일?
ball. Drury
160
leads
인데,
off
저거
first with
100
one
마일이면?
away. And he fouls this one off.
미쳤네.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
아, 차라리 몸에 맞는 공이었으면.
Looked like a fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. So a pivotal moment here, and taking in now, Bo Bichette. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Here comes the first pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error thus far for Toronto. High in the air out toward shallow right. Meadows is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side.
그래도
In now, Brandon
2점 따라갔네.
He's hitless in
아,
his 2
이러면 진짜
at-bats so
최지만한테
far.
맞은 홈런이 너무 아깝다.
That hits the
그것만 안
outside
맞았으면
corner at strike
동점인데.
1. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
어,
This is hit
야,
high in the air out
실투였는데
toward
다행이다.
left center. Hernandez is in pursuit. But
Good,
the
good.
left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And that's the first out of the inning.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Mike Zunino.
First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Next pitch here will be number 100 through 7 1/3.
Man, I'd love to see a complete game. He's certainly on his way. If he can keep the
그렇지.
number down, the pitch count down, he's got a shot at this.
Yeah, D-Row, this is every manager's dream spot right now. You're one out into the 8th inning. Your starter's giving you some good baseball, and you could go to your better relievers now towards the end of the ball game. This is set up perfectly right now.
And that one
공이
right down Main Street.
살짝 한가운데로
nobody
몰린다.
on.
이러면 안 되는데.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Hernandez. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So striding in, Biggio, and he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box. No doubt
하나밖에 안
about it.
들어왔네. 오,
2-2 pitches found
방금
away.
겨우 커트했어. 공이 너무 빠르니까 100마일이야 100마일.
Ready with another 2-2. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Nick Anderson answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble.
호실 쿼터 체인지업.
Now in the box, Vladimir Guerrero. And that misses low and away, ball
폼
1.
이상하다.
This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. And it's fouled away.
폼이 이상하게 던져. 호실 쿼터 체인지업.
Here's one hit hard to the right side and caught out there at second. A laser that time, but a windup with nothing to show for it. 2 away now. He's set. Here it comes. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul.
타격 타임이 너무 빠르네 지금.
Fouled off.
직구는 또 엄청 빠르고.
Oh, and 2. Here it comes. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Fouled away.
지금 내가 칠 수 있는 거는 변화구밖에 없어. 다행이다.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 one more time. Here's a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
직구에 당했네.
Blue Jays go at the plate. Willie Adames. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Willie Adames.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop.
투심으로? 될라나?
Just off the outside that time. Laid off for a ball.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a two-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Another try at 2-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The 2-2 one more time. Is laid off and the count runs full.
Well, he's pitched great, and I know he wants this CG, but a walk right here could be the end of the line.
Hot shot down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
It's a great job right there to get a leadoff knock. You got the lead. You have a chance to add on in the later innings. Leadoff guy getting on sets the tone.
좌타자기 때문에 류현진 상대해줘야 되는데.
Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
A strike, and it's 3-1. Adames on at first, nobody out. And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. This is line to left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line. Just how they draw it up.
Stepping in, Hunter Renfroe. And it seems like maybe they're starting to get to the guy on the mound a bit now.
Yeah, and that could be a sign that he's starting to wear down a little bit, Matt. The first thing to go when you're getting tired is using your command. So even if you're throwing strikes, they might be a little bit more hittable than they were earlier in the game.
All right, something to keep an eye on if he remains in the game much longer. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Lying to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out. Digging in, Kevin Kiermaier. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
This is where you got to empty the bucket out on the mound. Throw your best stuff right here, right now, and try and get out of this. If anything catches outfield grass, this game's probably over.
일단 포수가 시킨 대로 던지자.
And it's 1-2.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then don't worry about the infield. They're so close, hard contact is a guaranteed ribby.
They get the force at the plate. Relay to first is too late, so no double play, but no run scores. So coming to the plate, Ji-Man Choi. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
최지만한테 류현진으로 홈런 한번 맞았기 때문에
ball and a strike.
조심해야 돼. 최지만 한 방에 있기 때문에.
Bases are loaded here. One man out. 2 balls and a strike to the Rays' first baseman.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And this will be fouled away. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Slap hard the opposite way. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation
몇 개
right here.
던졌다고 벌써 진짜 멘탈이 너무
I
약해.
know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Count even at 2-2.
와.
3-2. He's taken this as far as it can go. Brandon Lowe is on deck. And here's a ball hit in the air. Richard giving chase, and no one will track it down. Another payoff pitch. Popped him up. Tellez has room in foul territory, and that's the second out of the inning. Digging in, Brandon Lowe. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ryan Barucki takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9. First offering on its way. In there for strike 1.
얘도 제구가 좀 안 좋네요.
Lays off the slider and it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Swung on but fouled off to the left.
마지막은 슬라이더로.
The 2-2 pitch.
아,
Quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
A little late on this one as it's
아유.
lifted the other way down the left field line. The run scores from second. It's now 6-2.
야, 이 마지막에 엄청 발리네 진짜.
Having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember
아니
these
저게
knocks.
또 저런 행운의 한타가
First
되네
pitch is
또.
a sinker for a called strike 1. And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so
그러니까
now we'll
심장이
see if he
이게
can change his approach and battle up.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as
점수를 너무 많이 내줬네.
Oliver Drake, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. Striding in to start the 9th, number 13, and they'll need him to get something going here. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Now a splitter, and he lays off a ball and a strike. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose.
허브 투심.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom.
Taken high and deep to right. Meadows ranging back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Striding in, Rowdy Tellez. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. Now here's the pitch, and he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
아,
Good pitch
스프린터.
there, had him a little out in front. Fastball just inside. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now. Now at the plate, Teoscar Hernandez, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th.
아,
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
아, 오늘은 진짜 안 되는 날인가 보다. 템파,
And that's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final
템파베이
strike here
경기만
this
됐으네.
afternoon.
아,
Final strike for the Blue Jays. And he misses there, 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Hit out towards second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line up, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
아, 저
And
스프린터.
that's in there for strike 1.
근데
Hernandez is off at first with 2 away.
에릭 피셔 한번 아니야. 좌타자를 쓰는 게 맞긴 한데
Now
너무
the
능력치가
0-1.
구려서.
And there's
와,
ball
저
1.
코스로만 던지네.
That's the human element of the game right there. Umpires are going to miss a couple calls. It's the pitcher's ability to stay composed and grind that's going to make him successful today.
The count now at 2-1. The 2-1 home. Hit the other way out toward right field. Meadows has a read on it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Hey, it's
와,
hard
안
to
되네,
win
안
games
되네.
at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are
지난번에 할
very
때
happy
템파베이
with
그냥
this win.
발랐었던 것
6-2
같은데.
the final total today. The Tampa Bay Rays
final line
jumped
score
out
for
to
this
an early
afternoon's
lead in the
ballgame.
first and never
For the
looked back.
victorious Rays,
Blake Snell earns the
류현진도
victory
볼
on the
선수를
mound.
너무 안 돼가지고
Hyunjin Ryu
무너졌네요.
takes the loss despite working 8
자,
very
이렇게
strong
해서
innings.
MLB 더
So that's a
쇼이고
wrap for us in this
토론토
one. Mark
류현진대
DeRosa, Dan Plesac,
템파베이
Heidi Watney,
최지만
Matt Vasgersian, we
경기
all
한번
thank you for
플레이해봤고요.
watching Major League Baseball
블레이크
on
스넬한테
MLB
완벽
Network.
봉쇄
We'll see you next
당했습니다.
time.
아, 그래도 어떻게
the Blue
3대
Jays
2까지
thank you for your
따라갔었는데
continued support and remind you to
토론토
please drive home safely.
타순으로 어떻게 하기는 좀 쉽지가 않네요. 아무튼 방송 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.